Hey guys, welcome back to the Kude podcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona 5, Red Star Belgrade 2. Barcelona, they get a commanding victory against a UCL opponent who did give us a tough match in the first half. It was very, very difficult. But guys, on today's match, we're going to be talking about Barcelona's commanding 5-2 victory. But before we do that, guys, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. And if you guys do want to join and discuss with me, feel free. Just go on X, click on the streamer link, and you will be able to join. But guys, before I let everyone in and we talk about the match, let me first tell you guys the lineup that Hansi Flick did opt for, and he had Iñaki Peña in goal. He started Gerard Martin at left back, and Gerard Martin was there to basically give rest to Alejandro Balde. And then partnering him up was Inigo Martinez, Pau Cubarsí, and Jules Koundé. Cubarsí, he actually had to be substituted around the 67th minute mark due to a clash. He was basically kicked in the face in one instance, and he was bleeding and everything, so it was a little bit nasty, but Cubarsí is fine. In the midfield, you had Marc Gasol and Frankie de Jong, and up top, you had Pedri, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, and Raphinha. Very, very interesting. But let me bring in everything and basically start with the video. What's up, Mustafa? Welcome to the stream. Well, look how far we have come. You and I both, we suffered absolute scrub. But okay, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Barcelona's 5-2 victory. Why only 5 goals? Bro, it seems that that's Barcelona's favorite number at the moment. But Saket, welcome to the stream. NJ, welcome. Guys, I want to first ask you guys how you guys feeling before we talk about the game and everything. Saket, how did you feel during this performance? How did you feel about Barcelona's match?
Yeah, I think it was a good match, but I think in the first half we didn't finish our chances that we created, and in the second half we just did, you know, because
Okay.
of we finished, our chances in second half. It didn't really matter that they scored the second one because the pressure was on them. So that's what I said, in halftime that we just need to finish our chances. It doesn't really matter even if they score 1 or 2 goals again.
Okay, very, very, very solid. NJ, what did you think of the match tonight against Red Star? NJ, you there? Okay, well, it seems that NJ is having some technical difficulty.
Elias, one question for you
Yeah.
and for the people in the chat. Who are you taking in your team, Lucas Vasquez or Gerard Martin?
Oh, I'm taking Lucas Vasquez. I'm sorry, Lucas Vasquez has been a professional for many, many more years, and he has actually done some very, very good things for Real Madrid. And I'm sorry, John Martin. He's just bro. We're gonna talk about him. We're gonna be talking about him because he did not have the grace of nights and everything. But tonight's performance, I definitely agree with you, Sakib. I definitely think that Barcelona, we did struggle in the first half. It wasn't our best half and everything, but Barcelona, they were solid enough. Red Star, they did make things complicated. They equalized, and when we look at the opportunities and everything,
Look at
Barcelona they
look
just
at
weren't click on the night.
look at Vanley's comment.
Vanley's coming. Vanley.
Orange man is back.
The orange man is back in the office,
Gerard
and so is
Martin and Peña.
Martin. What's up, Van Lee? The orange fan. Oh yeah, you basically it's a comment repeated. No awareness at all about a Balde replacement is due. Okay. But
Can we
uh,
all agree Kunde is the best right back in the world right now?
we, Sake, we have to talk about Jules Koundé because Jules Koundé was phenomenal on the night. He was absolutely fantastic. He was brilliant. But let's actually start off and let's look at some photos of Barcelona throughout the match and everything. And Barcelona, they basically started off the match with this Lamine Yamal chant. And Barcelona, throughout that first half, we were knocking, we were creating chances and everything, but we just weren't clinical in that first half. As you said, we weren't clinical. We weren't able, to pull the ball behind the net and everything. Red Star Belgrade, they were trying to expose Barcelona's high line. This was an instance where Maximovic, he did get behind Barcelona's high line, but he was offside. He was offside, and they did score, but fortunately for us, it was offside. And then later on, in a couple minutes after, in the 12th minute, Barcelona, they get a free kick, and Raphinha puts in a brilliant ball to Inigo Martinez to basically score the first goal. Oh, all right there. Melanie says, I have no doubt in my mind Flick's favorite player is Raphinha. Second favorite, Gia Martin. Flick was itching to play with him again. Please shout out the Warrior Kunde. Hat trick of assists. Yeah, we are going to talk about it. We are going to talk about that. But second, what did you make of Inigo Martinez's goal? Because, I believe this is Inigo Martinez's second goal for
Yeah, second goal. I think he has like 2 goals and 1 assist, I think.
yeah, exactly. Inigo Martinez
Yeah.
has been amazing this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come to think of it, I don't know how does Frankie de Jong, Ronald Araujo, and Christensen, all these guys starts in this team. I don't really know because all of them are playing at their best level, including Inigo. He has been rock solid in the defense. He
he
has
had.
been, good in heading in the box. Also, his passing from his left foot is phenomenal. We talk about Kubars's passing. Look at the passing of Inigo.
And NJ, are you able to hear? Oh, it seems NJ did just left. It seems NJ is having some
Yeah.
technical difficulties, but it's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries.
It was a good
But yeah.
header also, he saw that keeper was going to the other side and he just slotted it in
Mhm.
opposite side.
Yeah, he went across the goal and everything. And then later on, you had this chance from Rafinha, and it wasn't the best finish from Rafinha. If I am being honest, he could have done a lot better for this chance. And that what's it called? We were saying in the chat in the watch along actually that this reminded us of Prime Dembele. When Dembele has the ball and he just skies it and
To
everything.
be honest, Dembele's chance was much easier. It is there is a defender breathing on his neck and keeper is out of the goal to get an angle. Dembele is just Dembele.
But NJ, is everything fine? Can you hear us?
I think there is some problem with his
Yeah, I
audio.
think so. I think so. I think so.
Can you hear me or no?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
we can hear you now. Can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. But right, NJ, thoughts on Barcelona's 5-2 victory? Well, what did you make of the match?
I, it was an okay game, to be honest. It was in that, like, yeah, we won. Yeah, sure. Like, we won, like, oh, shit. My bad. Yeah. We won the games, but yeah, it's whatever. Like,
So it's basically like a lackluster win, I would say, because the
yeah,
performance, it was
basically,
good
yeah.
from Barcelona. Yeah, it was good from Barcelona. But for example, this victory in the Champions League, it's more viewed as like 3 points rather than like an exciting victory per se.
Yeah, basically, yeah. We're just chasing for the goal difference and the, what do you call this, in the
Mhm.
win, basically.
Absolutely. But guys, in the first half, we did concede. It was actually Silas who basically timed his run to perfection and was able to be Barcelona's high line, and he basically chipped Iñaki Peña to equalize, and that's when the fans that were coming back into the stadium and everything, they were chanting and everything. But a couple minutes after, well, not a couple minutes, but about 20 minutes after, Robert Lewandowski, he gets his first goal of the night, and this was through a Rafinha strike. Wait, there's a thing right here. Um, mm, is there an echo? Is everything fine? Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, well, it's all right. It's all right.
Official man of the match, Inigo Martinez.
It was. It was. I'm looking at the Inigo Martinez's quote right after the match. Do you guys see tension in the business end of the system? or the season, because we basically have three Ballon d'Or front runners. I hope they still pass to each other in May and June. Mm,
I
I
think,
don't think it's going to
look,
be a problem.
yeah, I also do think so because Lamin's first priority is always to find a pass, so he's gonna pass. Doesn't matter whether it is Ballon d'Or or anything. Lewandowski's first priority is to finish, and Raphinha can do both. So I don't see. I think only problem is in that. I think last game in La Liga against Espanyol, only problem I saw was that Dani Olmo was taking shots instead of providing assist. I get it that he was on a hat trick, but still he needed to provide for Lamin and other players.
Okay. NJ, do you think, for example, that all three players, it's going to be an issue come, let's say, May or June? Because all three of them, as Van Lee is saying, they could, make a case for the Ballon d'Or so far, as of right now, just taking the form
No, it's
for
not
these
an
past
issue,
couple of
bro.
weeks.
Nah, not at all. People just want to make fake rumors. No, it's not gonna be an issue at all. Because they all know their roles anyways. It's not an issue.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
people just want to make up like the small issue to a big issue for no reason.
Okay, interesting. I agree with NJ here. I don't think that there's going to be an issue between the players. I think that these guys are going to put their ego aside for the betterment of the team, and I
Yeah,
think these guys are more hungry to win trophies rather than individual
exactly.
awards.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
exactly.
I don't think that that's going to be too much of an issue. And
No,
Van Lee, it is true. Kouarsi, he did receive stitches to the face and everything. Because when you look at the photo, let me see if I have it and everything.
that shit
But
hurt, man.
yeah,
The spike went to his face, bro. Like what the heck?
uh-huh. He
Yeah,
was kicked in the face and everything. And when you look at the photos right here, he is bleeding from the side of his cheek and everything. And that's not a very nice photo to
yeah.
look at. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
It's
really like like a bad intention. It was it's part of the sport. He didn't meant for it. He just went for the ball,
No.
and Kubarsi just went for it. It is what it is. It's
Uh-huh.
not like it's not like he did it on purpose. Not at all.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Do you
Yeah.
think he will be able to play against Sociedad because it is a hard game?
Mm, I mean, it's gonna be stitches right there in the side of his cheek. I don't think. We're gonna have to see how it
Maybe,
progresses and everything. Like
yeah,
how is
maybe
he feeling?
it's a face mask or something.
Yeah, he'll be all
Uh
right.
huh. Exactly, like a face mask or something like that. Thank goodness it's not like a muscle injury or anything like that. That's going to keep him out for long periods of time. It's just a clash. It's a blow to the face and everything. It sucks that it's happened, but there is a silver lining in that, and that isn't too serious of an injury. But that did happen in the second half, and he was substituted after.
Oh,
But in the second half, Barcelona, they did start a little bit more aggressive. They were creating a little bit more chances than the first, and this was actually the first chance in which Barcelona they had from Robert Lewandowski to extend that lead. Because at 2-1, things are very difficult. Robert Lewandowski, he had this fantastic chance right here, in which I have no idea how he didn't score. You put it right here anywhere in the goal, and it's a surefire 3-1. But Robert Lewandowski, he just hits it a little bit wide, which it does suck and everything.
I mean, it happens.
Um, Mhm. It happens. It happens. Yeah, I'm not too worried about
And
that.
it sucks that he didn't score, but come on, Nick. Even Hala, Zlatan, Messi missed a lot of open chances as well, right? So yeah,
They do. They
it's what.
do. And what's it called? Robert Lewandowski. He did score a second. He did score a second on the night. Van Lee says the committee is saying up to embarrass Madrid and Vinny again. Lamine will win it because Nations League is next summer, as well as Argentina versus Spain. The world will explode next year if Lamine Yamal wins. And I'm pretty sure you're referring to the Ballon d'Or, but we're gonna have to see how the Ballon d'Or basically run from our players develop, because there's still a lot of
It
games
is
to be
too
played
early,
and
man.
everything.
At this point,
Yeah, it's too early for right now for us to say like the
Yeah,
winner of the Ballon d'Or the
yeah,
next year. Like
sure.
the Ballon d'Or was just announced. The winner was just announced just a couple days ago.
Yeah,
if we if we win the trophies that we required to win, then we can think about the Ballon d'Or. Because if we don't win anything, no player is winning it.
Mm-hmm.
like I
Precisely.
mean, it, if Spain wins the Nations League, then Barca wins the Europe, then Dani almost gonna be in that conversation. Sure.
Daniel won the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah,
A
for
lot of
sure.
Barcelona players are going to be in the conversation. Just looking at how their form
Yeah.
has been, in recent days and recent weeks.
Mhm.
Bro, the challenge of Courtesy was one thing, but games like this shows us just how corrupt the referees when Barca plays. How could a player get a blow to the face and the opposing player gets a yellow?
I
Well,
mean, it's
It-
Kubarsi that he's the one. Kubarsi is the one putting his head in that
yeah,
position. It was
yeah,
not attacker's
exactly.
fault. I think.
Yeah, it wasn't really like a bad intention. It was just
Yeah.
just it was like an action that that they didn't see. It just happened.
mhm.
Yeah.
You see,
I will say that it's just unlucky. It's unlucky
yeah,
for
Yeah. It
yeah,
it is
Barcelona.
a
again,
yeah. It is a dangerous play from both of the
yeah.
players.
But
So it is a deserved yellow. I think.
you see, you see, if me and Elias were facing one another, then I kick Elias, in the ground on purpose. Then that's a red card with a face
Yeah.
like stomping his face. But if me and Elias did the same thing, like that scenario, then you know what? I'm gonna give my bad. It's part of the sport. It happened. No bad intention. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but hopefully, Kobarsi, he is able to recover and everything very quickly, and it isn't an injury that keeps him out for a while. But guys, we have to talk about Jules Koundé because Jules Koundé, he got 3 assists on the night. He assisted 2 of Robert Lewandowski's goals, and as well for Fermin Lopez, who did score the fifth and everything. And Sake, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts about Koundé in this game? And then throughout the season, like how he has been performing.
Yeah. Do you know how many assists Kunde has this season?
Kunde, let me see if I can
Kunde
bring up the
has no, no. I know that. I was just asking. Kunde has four
oh,
assists,
four
and
assists.
Trent Alexander-Arnold has two assists in this season.
Two.
So only thing that was holding Kunde back was that he is not that good going forward. He's good defender. Everyone knows that. Now if he's adding to his game, then he is the best right back in the world.
Jules Koundé was always super solid defensively. As you said, the only aspect that was missing from his game was whether he was able to add some offensive output and everything. That's when Xavi was asking him, last season, hey, bomb up a little bit more forward, add some more attacking, firepower on that right hand side, help out Lamine Yamal a little bit more. But this season under Hansi Flick, we're looking at Jules Koundé, and he has been world class. I want to ask you, NJ, is Jules Koundé right now the best right back in the world?
Yeah, yeah. Him and Trent are up there for sure. Like them, those are the top two right backs for sure. But
The two
Kunde, yeah,
top.
for sure. Yes, up there for
Okay.
sure. Him.
Okay.
You see,
Um,
you see, if Carvalho wasn't injured, then yeah, Carvalho's gonna be in the conversation. But right now, it's between him and Trent.
I don't know if you guys know this meme. I'm leaving here with something. That's Fermi Lopez in a nutshell. Um,
He had a shot on the bar also, in last minutes.
yeah. Bro, Fermi Lopez, every single time he comes on, he performs well, man. And he was talking about it in his press conference. He says, "Hey, when I'm called upon, I try to give my best."
Yeah,
And that's exactly what he did. He gets a goal
yeah.
and everything.
With the super
He's
I,
sub,
able. What happened?
super
yeah,
sub.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, go on.
No,
Like
I was just gonna say like every
okay, yeah,
single
go
time
ahead.
he's called upon, he performs, and that's something that you have to applaud and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Like to be honest, like Fermin knows that he will never bench Olmo, but when his name is called, he will perform. Which is what we need for every position. Like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, you're a backup player. So what? If your name's called up, you gotta perform, right?
Exactly.
There's no
But guys,
there's no competition. Who's better than that? It's like if your name is called, can you perform not in your role at your best ability, right? So which is
exactly.
Fermin's showing.
Exactly. But now, guys, I want to be looking at some quotes from Inigo Martinez, who was the man of the match of the night. He received the MVP award, and Inigo Martinez said he actually started off by saying, "Winning the MVP award, I'm not used to these awards. They are secondary to me, and I think the whole team. Today we had to win no matter what, and we are happy." He says things are being done well, and it's reflected on the pitch. Being a defender, I have to tell you that you suffer. And if the team drops a little bit, we notice it. And it says, we relaxed a little bit after the first goal. It's what we need to improve, the concentration. And that is definitely something that is being brought up time and time again. Hansi Flick, he discusses it in the press conferences. Fermin Lopez discussed it as well, saying,
Sneak
hey, there's stuff that
Inigo
is to
Martinez.
work on.
Yeah, Martinez is sneak dissing Gerard Martin.
Huh? Say what?
Bro, yo, J. Martin. NJ, talk about J. Martin on the night. What were your thoughts on his performance, man? Because I hate it, but he didn't perform well on the night. He didn't perform well.
No. Okay, so here's the thing with Martin that people always confuse with. Jared Martin is not a all around fullback. He's a defensive fullback. But the problem is, since he knows that his asset is he's really good at defensive, but the problem is his decision making, the way he moves is so slow, and it's always like he's always behind. That's why the right wing thing took advantage of it very well, because he knows that he's too slow. And the thing is, bro, if you're gonna be if you want to be a backup left back for the future, and knowing that you will play in the future, but come on, bro, you need to like perform. We're not asking you to be like the next Alba or fucking Marcelo. We're saying like when your name is called, you gotta perform to show that to show that okay, if Bali's not gonna play, at least we can rely on you to help us out for that game or the next game at least, that and that you're not gonna add problems and more work for the other threes, like you gotta understand your role, how to play.
I mean, I definitely agree. I definitely agree that right there that Gerard Martin, he didn't have the best of performances. I definitely think, for example, that he's one of the weak points in Barcelona's squad, and I honestly don't understand why Hansi Flick isn't maybe tempted to play Hector Fort at left back, because we did see Hector Fort play him at left back, throughout last season under Xavi.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the thing though. He should have dropped down Hector Fort. I mean, drop down Martin, then bring Hector Fort in the next second half, like that, probably the 80 minutes or 70 minutes at least,
Well, I mean, he decided to give minutes to Pau Victor instead, which I agree, because Pau Victor, he came on and everything, and he did a job.
He hasn't played.
Yeah. But I would definitely say that Martin is one of the weak points in the squad, because he was at fault for the first goal that we conceded.
Yeah, 100%. But
also, I
expect Ford to start rest.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, one report, it is reported that actually Raphinha was chosen as the man of the match, but Raphinha himself gave the man of the match trophy to Inigo Martinez.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
I mean, he barely wins anything. He only the only thing that he won was like a Super Copa with Bilbao. That's it.
Bilbao.
Might as well get those many awards at least, to look at it in one day. Once you're done football, you can one watch.
Man, look at this image right here.
Oh, it looks like fucking Bane. It looks like Bane, bro.
It looks like Bane. Bro, what's it called? That must have hurt, honestly. When that happened, that must have hurt.
100% that hurts, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He is just 17 years old, If one of our little brother gets hurts like that, he will be crying in there.
Oh my God.
But he's gonna have the scar for sure for a long run.
Bo Van Lee says PSG is in 25th place, and that's important, guys, because when we look at the table, Barcelona.
I think we are in the top 8 now.
We are sixth. We are sixth with 3 points.
Also, we are I think we are the highest scoring team, so we have a goal difference on our side.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. We are. We
also,
scored 15 goals.
Shout out to Inigo Martinez. Shout out to Inigo Martinez again. He has more Champions League goal in this season than Kylian Mbappe.
Wait. Mbappe hasn't scored. He hasn't scored yet a Champions League game.
Yeah, no, he scored. He has just one goal. Inigo has 2.
Oh. PSG.
Bro, Mbappe has been so poor for Real Madrid this season.
I mean,
And
he's playing
he has been
striker.
so poor.
Even
Yeah.
even fucking Karim Benzema even said that he's not a striker.
Yeah,
Even
and he isn't.
that's their legend as well, saying that he's not a striker
Hmm.
as well.
He isn't. He isn't. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But guys, like to round off the video, I'm gonna give my closing thoughts on the match and everything. I really thought that tonight was just another 3 points. Barcelona. The job was to get the 3 points to basically qualify and get into the top 8. We haven't qualified yet, but we are getting closer to qualifying. The first half was very tight. Barcelona and Red Star Belgrade, they went into the second half with a 1-1 scoreline. Barcelona then were able to take their chances. Robert Lewandowski, he's getting closer to that 100 goal mark. He's only 1 goal away from reaching 100. He did score a brace. Koundé, absolutely fantastic on the night. He got 3 assists. Marcelo and Frankie Young, they put in good performances, but Frankie Young, I do want to see a little bit more, because if
Yeah.
he is vying and trying to become a starter for this team, then he is going to have to show a little bit more. But he's going to have his minutes throughout the season. He's going to be important throughout the back line. Very, very good. Gerard Martin was the lackluster player in that back line. And we basically move on towards this weekend, which we are going to be playing. I believe it's against Real Sociedad.
Yeah. Sociedad.
Uh-huh. Sociedad away from home, so that's going to be very, very difficult. And in the second half, guys, we were able to rest some players. Raphinha was able to be rested. Pedri as well. Balde got some rest, and that's absolutely fantastic. And
Question
we
though.
basically move on to next weekend.
Question.
What's up?
What do you think of Sergio the center back Dominguez coming on?
Sergio Dominguez?
Yeah. What was your
I can
What
say
was
that
your-
he looked better than Gerard Martin.
no. I don't care about Martin. I'm talking about like his performance though. That time.
Yeah, I think he was decent.
Decent. Yeah.
I think he put a solid performance. I think as a defender, if we don't talk about you in any way,
Yeah.
I think it's a very, very good thing, because you've done your job. As a
Yeah.
defender, if you make no mistakes, if you just do your job, then that's
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
Because we know
That's what we
we
want.
know how he made first mistake against the La Liga team Osasuna, but this game
Yeah,
is different,
Osasuna.
right? But this
Uh-huh.
time he did better though, right? Compared to the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did much better. And in regards to Sergio
He's more calm,
Dominguez,
right? He's more calm? You think?
what happened?
Was he more calm when he played?
I think the scoreline helped. I think the fact that the game was basically finished
Yeah.
did help him and everything. But in regards to Sergio Dominguez, potentially he could be getting more minutes if Kubarsi is rested and everything. But I
Yeah,
don't think
sure.
it's the right occasion to throw in Sergio Dominguez against a Real Sociedad team
Oh, no,
away
no,
from home.
No,
I
not
don't
at all.
think that would be the right move. I would rather actually prefer to play Hector Fort instead than Sergio Dominguez. But Sergio Dominguez, he did a good job tonight. He
Yeah,
didn't
not
make
bad,
any
right?
mistakes and
Not bad.
everything. It was solid. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, fair
It was
enough.
relatively solid.
Yeah, because he's been getting a lot of hate, even though I can see him as a good backup center back in the future for us. Like a rotational player.
True. But Saket, closing thoughts on tonight's match. Who impressed you the most? Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I think Kunde was the most impressive one if you think about it. Also, Lamin had a good performance even though he did not get assist or goal. I think my only problem with the match that if you push Pedri in a number 10 position, he has less impact on the game compared to
Yeah,
alongside. If he plays along,
I've been saying
yeah,
it. I've been saying
Mhm.
it ever since I told you guys.
it,
See,
it is very clear.
even Ticket
It
knows
is
it now.
very clear. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
even Ticket knows it now. See,
Yeah.
even Ticket
Uh,
sees it now.
what's it called? I wanted to talk about this on tomorrow's episode, just when we
Okay.
talk about this match in a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was one of the topics I did want to discuss, because that midfield, it looked much slower than our previous games, and one of those reasons was because Pedri was advanced. NJ, full props. You were right.
I told you,
Pedri
but I
at his
think
best
I said the
is
truth, man.
brilliant in the holding role.
Yeah, I told you. I think the things they want, the things that I say is the truth, bro. Telling you, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, Danny
I give
Olmo,
you praise for that.
Danny Olmo.
Also, my prediction was 4-2. We scored 5 this time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no
it
question
wasn't.
though. Question.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. What was your thought about Danny Olmo today's game when he came on?
My thoughts on Danny Olmo.
Yeah, when he
Um,
came on. When he came on.
it was a solid cameo. It was a solid cameo. He came on roughly around the
Yeah,
57th minute. He got 30 minutes of game time and everything. He put in a very good shift. He was making some nice passes and everything.
yeah,
He didn't score or assist,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he
Okay,
was
yeah,
involved in the play and everything.
yeah.
And he was good on the night. I liked his performance, and I like Barcelona's performance overall. Obviously, there's things to improve,
Of course,
but
yeah, it happens. It
I'm
happens.
happy with it.
Everything's an improvement.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Everything.
but yeah, but
But right,
overall,
NG.
sorry. What did you
No,
say?
I was going to ask you just final thoughts on the match before
Oh
we
yeah.
end off the video.
All right. So my final thoughts is that although we could have done better, but it is what it is. We got the 3 points. We scored more than 3 goals. For the goal difference. So whatever mistakes that we made this game should be improved, and hopefully that we see less of that against the Sunday game, the Sunday or
Okay,
Saturday game.
okay,
But
solid, solid, solid.
overall, the team played very well. They understood their role. Martin needs to step up if he wants to be a long-term backup for Balde. If not, then bro, you gotta find another club for that. But again, you have this whole year to prove the fan
Hmm.
base, that you can be a good backup for Balde.
Absolutely, absolutely. Barca Soldier says, I don't know if you guys can remember earlier before the season started and Madrid had just signed Mbappe. I said that Mbappe would lose the dressing room by January and February. The manager might be gone. We'll see. We'll
Funnily,
see if that
Lap-
No,
comes to fruition.
it's not.
funnily
It's
enough,
not.
Laporta also said the same.
It's not fucking. It's not Mbappe is the problem. The problem is freaking Vinny, who's trying to be like the attention seeker, and because of the ego that Mbappe has also. That's where they clash.
Yeah,
I,
to be
I,
fair
I,
to
I,
Vinny, he was trying to adapt to Mbappe. He was giving him free and spare penalties to boost his confidence.
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
just
Yeah,
Mbappe and Jude has the ego.
like they basically signed another left winger. They have three left wingers in that team. You don't have a right winger.
well, my thoughts on that is just that I think as a team, they just don't play well together. Just the profiles of the players, they don't mesh.
Yeah,
And when
partially
you're at the top level, you need players to mesh regardless of
exactly.
the quality, you
Yeah,
know?
they bought brand names, not names that was too. It's
Exactly. And to end off the video, guys, I want to look at Van Lee's comments. It says, guys, bear in mind, we are not back in the camp now yet. Flick ball lives. And I'm absolutely ecstatic for when
Uh,
Barcelona are back in the camp now.
Elias, one thing in tomorrow, you said that in tomorrow's video you will discuss about Frankie De Jong and Pedri in number 10 position. You should
Yeah, yeah.
also discuss.
And
Yeah, you should also discuss about Frankie De Jong as a captain.
yes. What's it called? I want to talk about that
oh my
because
god,
there
we're going
is
with the hate. We're gonna
no,
hate.
there no, what's it called? There is an image that what's it called? In which Frankie De Jong, like Kubarsi is down, and Frankie De Jong as a captain, he's just like all the way in the corner and everything. And I
Also,
didn't want to.
Lamin Yamal was getting cornered, and Raphinha was the one taking care of Lamin rather than Frankie when he was the
I mean,
captain.
it's not a big deal though, because again, what do you call this? Whoever's the closest, should all again. Raphinha is the captain as well, so even if he doesn't have the armband, it doesn't it, it doesn't mean that Frank doesn't care. It's just that Raphinha
Yeah,
just throws there.
it's just his body language on the pitch that just irks me.
No,
Mhm.
no, no. The thing with De Jong is that he's not like a Rafinha, like body language. He's more like laid back. That's the thing with
See, but as a captain, you need to be a little bit more proactive. You need to be,
no,
for
That's what
example, a
that's
leader
what
to
no,
affect.
no.
the guys.
That's
You don't
that
have to
I think
sometimes,
that.
bro. You don't
Yeah,
have
I
to.
agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. But that type of attitude affects him in those defensive transition and all this.
He
Hmm.
gets like
True.
making he gets like just making a small issue to be a big issue. It's not a big deal, but like people love to overthink, bro. bro, every captain has a different personality, bro. This, Elias. You know this. Okay, every team has a different captains that have different personality. Like someone will be a laid back, someone will be more like loud, more someone in between, bro. It doesn't mean that Frank didn't do the thing that what Raphinha does. It doesn't mean he's not a good leader.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, what's it called? I'm not gonna, as you said, I'm not gonna make a huge problem with that. It's just something that bothers me. I didn't want to bring it up too much because Barcelona won 5-2. I don't want to dwell on the negatives and everything. But
Exactly.
at the end of the day,
People are too focused on negative, bro. People are always
and that's what
finding
matters.
negative.
And that's what matters. But guys, that was it for the match reaction. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. Tomorrow, we're gonna be talking a little bit more about the match. We're gonna be talking about the follow and everything. Also, looking ahead towards our weekend clash against Real Sociedad. So make sure to tune in for that. And NJ, Seket, thank you guys for stopping by. Always good to hear from you guys.
Good night, guys.
And good night. And what's it called, guys? As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.